Hello, Kevin here. Where am I today? Well, very impromptu stop. I've got Cynthia here with me. We were driving to somewhere else. I can't remember. Bedham. Bedham Church is where we're heading for. But as you can hear, we're by a very noisy road. But we suddenly saw to our left-hand side a little church, which is just tucked up there across the fields, and this is St Mary the Virgin of Up Waltham. Now you can hear our entertainment in the background, and that's just over there. That's a wedding venue, so they've got their entertainment in the afternoon for this wedding playing away now. So we're going to have a wander up this path up to the church, and it is a 12th century church, so we'll have to find out a bit more about it. We have parked up behind the church, so for us this is one of those where we've done no research. It is literally, as I've said before, some of our walks are literally, I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing as I'm seeing it. So let's just hope that we can get some interesting information for you and get it to you. So as I say, up this little track that leads up to the church. So we've just come up the track, now onto this cut grass area. And we've got this, we think this is actually the South Downs that we're on. So we've got the gate to the back of the church, or the west end of the church. But just look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I do love a graveyard when it's been kept neat, but when you're in an area like this is just beautiful. So as you can see, the west end of the church, we've got a window here, leaded light window. It's a rendered wall. The bell tower has got some sort of what I would think is oak weatherboarding there on the sides, and it's under a tiled roof with a rather rather crooked pole for the weather vane. So just look at the views here across from the church. So we're on the sort of the southwest corner of the church now, and we've got this stonework going up on the corners there. On the south side, this is again rendered wall with some sort of masonry paint on here. We've got the little flint and brick built porch under a tiled roof. The main roof of the church is also tiled. Let me just wander down this path. Now this is a path that leads through this gate, and you can go straight the way down through. Interesting, you've got this this curved shape to the church this end. I don't really want to go wandering about into these lovely oxide daisies that we see here to show you what's round there, because you can imagine it's almost a mirror image on the other side to what you've got here from what we could see from up on the parking area. As you can see, it's rendered and painted, but this is just beautiful. I do like this. So let's now go in to the church, and we've got this wire meshed door just on the porch itself, and we've got a little poster on the wall there that says Cardinal Manning, Henry Edward Manning, 1808 to 1892. So we're going through this rather solid door into, let's have a quick look. Oh, this is really lovely. This reminds me so much of two other churches that Cynthia and I have been to. St Hubert's in Romsey, I think it was.
It's near Rowlands Castle.
Rowlands Castle, and Didling Church. Yeah, and just in front of us we've got the font, which is, as you can see, made of stone, and we're underneath what looks like to be perhaps just one bell. Got a lovely stained glass window here. When you see the sunlight is streaming through, absolutely beautiful.
That's actually to celebrate the millennium.
To celebrate the millennium.
Yeah.
Okay. And we've got a bit of information down here. Let me see if I can read this to you. So Mary the Virgin is a 12th century Grade 1 listed drovers church. It is one of only 3 apsidal ended medieval churches in Sussex. In 2019, urgent repairs were completed to the chancel thanks to a grant awarded by the National Lottery Heritage Fund. Further works are still needed to replace the exterior cement render with lime render. If you'd like to help, you can make a donation. So we've got the typical old-fashioned pews along here. Very simple little organ, or perhaps a little piano, I don't know. As I said earlier about the stained glass windows, very plain. It was on the north side. Got this large arch here, which is leading up to a very simple little altar. A little wooden altar with a tiled floor. And I think that's perhaps a little piscina just there. And a Cecilia, a priest's seat just there. And these are the windows looking from the chancel across onto the hills there. Isn't that beautiful? Again, as you can see, the walls have all been rendered and painted. What's this we've got here? A quiet resting place, it says there.
So Drovers Church is the same as the Shepherd's Church.
It is, yeah. There's no typical pulpit, so I think this is where the vicar sits, just there. As you can imagine, in a little drover's church, there's very few plaques, except that there is just one big one here, Let's have a look and see what this one says. Let's have a look. In remembrance of 15 in remembrance of 15 airmen from Australia, America, Britain and Canada who lost their lives at Upwaltham while on active service during the Second World War. Lancaster Bomber DV 382617 Dam Buster Squadron, 13th of February 1944. Then it gives the names of the members of the crew: William Suggett, Norman Davison, John Gordon, John Dempster, Sidney Hall, John Pulford, John Riches, Thomas Lloyd, who was a wing commander, wing commander leader, and then you got a Dakota C-47B, 27th Transport Group, US Army Air Force, 11th of February 1945. Then again the names of the crew: Richard Poe, Robert Robertson, Jerome Smith, Victor Corson, Craig Moore, Robert Norris and Carl Clayton. And the funds for that were raised by the parishioners of Upwaltham in 2009.
We'll have to look it up.
We're going to have to do some research on that, ladies and gentlemen, to clarify what that means. But if they both crashed and they've died in Upwaltham a year apart, all bar 2 days, I think that's rather strange. I don't get that. It really doesn't make sense to me. But you know, the information has to be right for this to be put up there. But we will look into it. Unfortunately, Steve's away, so Cynthia's going to have to look into that for us. But interestingly, we've got very few beams across the roof, but a very dark red ceiling colour. In fact, we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 beams in total holding this whole church together. What a fascinating little church. And as we've said, you know, it's like the Shepherd's Church at Diddling and St Hubert's, you know, drovers' churches. And that's just amazing. What a beautiful place. What a thing to find.
Wasn't it a treasure?
Wonderful. Well, that's it. We've had a little walk round St Mary the Virgin Church at Upwaltham. Beautiful place, absolutely stunning, lovely little place. You know, in the surroundings it's set in.
It's idyllic.
It's idyllic.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, this will be Kevin and Cynthia saying bye-bye, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hello. If you've enjoyed Kevin's video today, why not subscribe to his Kevin's Rambles YouTube channel, give us a like and follow us in the future, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.